Howdy folks, it's Magnus Booner. First thing I want you to do for me is haul off and smack that subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss any of the epic content that I keep bringing y'all. Today we're going to do a gear review. It's on a piece of gear I'm going to call a tactical man purse, because that's what it is. It's a Maxpedition is the brand, Maxpedition hard use gear, and they call it their Jumbo Versipack. I don't actually use this particular bag anymore, and I'll explain that later in the video. But it used to be when I was up in the Olympic National Forest hunting chanterelle mushrooms and geocaching and all the silly shit I did up there when I lived up near those woods to get my head right. I would always carry this bag with me. It's how I carried my handgun, because as you know, us rural folks, we think we need to carry a handgun in the woods because the woods are scary. So let's take a look at this bag, and then I'll wrap up and tell you why I don't use it anymore, and I'll tell you what I do use instead. I am going to say this is a good piece of gear, solid, well made. I've had it since like 2008, and I used it a lot, and it's held up. It's just not the right piece of gear for me. So let's take a look at this bag. Alright folks, so here it is, the Maxpedition Jumbo Versipack. Mine's in the color black, so I don't look like some kind of a commando when I'm out there in the woods, like if it was camouflage or green. Although these days I tend to go with green a little more. Whatever. So as you can see, it's got this clip right here on the front. We're going to open this up. Then that reveals this pouch right here. It's got a little sleeve on the front of it, and then it zips open like this. I keep a spare magazine for my handgun in it. Of course, I'm probably going to get in a firefight out there in the scary woods with some kind of meth heads, so it's a good idea to have an extra magazine for your handgun. I keep some mosquito repellent. Anybody that's ever spent any time in the woods knows it's just a good idea to have this. One of those flint fire starters with the magnesium. My asthmatic inhaler, because I have asthma. This is a whistle for when I get lost. These are 4 AA batteries, electrical taped together for my GPS. Then in the main compartment here, I've got some other additional stuff. What I tried to do is put some stuff together here as though I actually had this as I would carry it in the woods. And so I've got my baby wipes. I never leave home without my baby wipes. You might have to take a deuce out there in the woods. You want to keep a clean butthole. What else? Oh, of course, I've got a couple cans of beer in here. This is a nice Pilsner from a local brewery. Dear God, I love Pilsner. Okay, so I've got 2 cans of that in there as well. Because if I'm going out mushroom hunting, let's be honest, I'm going to drink a couple beers while I'm out there, right? Oh, and then the other thing in here is I've got this little bag that goes inside of this nylon pouch. If I was out mushroom hunting, which often I was, and I filled up my basket, I might want to bust out this bag and fill it up too. Or maybe I wouldn't be necessarily mushroom hunting, but I'd come across some chanterelles that have this bag with me. Up on the top side of this, there's a little pouch. It's a good spot to keep your GPS. I'd always keep my Garmin GPS in there. While we're looking at it here, you can see this water bottle pouch. This is nice because I can keep an entire 1-liter clean canteen in it. What else? What else? It's got these MOLLE straps, so I would keep my old Leatherman tool on here. And let's see. Then it's also got this pouch here. Got some parachute cord in there. It's always a good idea to carry some cord in the woods. Now, let's see. What else? Oh, of course. So here, it's got this nice zipper pouch, and it's got a good pull on it. I'm going to go ahead and actually talk about this because one time I was out mushroom hunting. I was in an unfamiliar area and I was walking down a trail and I heard something start moving in the brush. And I mean, it was moving in a hurry and it scared the shit out of me. I was carrying my old 1911 that day and I zipped this son of a bitch open and I was able to pull out my 1911. As you can see, we got the Springfield XD. Because I just had it loose in that pouch, I was in condition 3, so I racked around in the chamber, and by the time what was moving in the brush became visible and came on the trail, I saw it was just a deer that was scared shitless. I was also scared shitless, but I was impressed with this not being set up exactly for a fast draw type situation, and the fact that I wasn't set up to be drawn quickly, that when I got the shit scared out of me, I was able to unzip it, bring out my firearm, rack around in the chamber, and by the time if there would have been a target to present itself, I was ready to go. So I can say that about this bag, it does its job, but I got my XD in there. This is a bottle opener and an old USGI magazine pouch that I always had attached to this. So this bag has this nice shoulder strap, it's got a pad, and this is where I'm going to start bitching about it. It's also got this other strap that's designed to go around your waist to help keep it in place. So you really can't see what I'm doing, but I got this slung around me. This sits down on my hip. It's in a nice spot, but it gets heavy. You know, I've got a liter of water, so there's about 34 ounces. I've got 24 ounces of beer. I got a thing of baby wipes. I got a handgun, a magazine. It's gonna start getting uncomfortable. When I'm leaning over to pick mushrooms, it's flopping around. Sometimes I would wear it just slung on this shoulder. And like I say, it's a good bag, but it just got too frickin' heavy, so I don't use it anymore. Instead, I've moved on to this. This is Hill People gear. They call this their Recon Kit Bag. It holds less stuff. Obviously, I'm not putting any cans of beer in it. It's a chest rig. I got a video on it, so check that out. But I keep a lot of the small stuff in it, and then I just carry my Camelback BFM backpack. I like it because it's big enough if I want to take a parka. If it's threatening to rain, I can cram a parka in it. All the beer I need, food, etc. It's maybe a bit too big, but it's just for what I'm doing. Having a smaller bag and a bigger bag made sense than the old tactical man purse. Well, that's it. Hey, thanks for watching. Share this with your friends, and let's see, this was the Tactical Man Purse review video.